Welcome to your lean class. You will need again, I'm reminding you, a blanket and a belt. So let's start by sitting on your blanket so your pelvic area will be lifted up. I like to even roll my blanket a little bit more so it's a little bit higher. As a reminder, this class is all about gentleness and softness. It's not about stretching. How we are doing in the slow flow, we are more aiming for flexibility and elasticity and mobility. Here we are aiming right now for the same part of the structures and muscles to more relax and settle and think about softness than really feeling like a big stretch. There's a reason we hold those poses from 2 minutes to 3 minutes. Yeah. So think softness and breath. Put your feet together at the beginning and the butterfly. Again, this is not supposed to feel very intense. So trying to relax in that pose as much as you can. Yeah. Some of you at home might have blocks, and I would put those blocks underneath my knees, or maybe even a pillows if that will be supportive. Yeah. So sitting here, relaxing in your pose and taking a couple of breaths. And take your breaths to your inner thighs and really send a message to relax. Inhale, if possible, through the nose. And exhale however your body right now wants to exhale. Maybe you need to exhale through the mouth. Taking a slow, soft inhalation, closing your eyes, noticing how your body feels today. Yes, take one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Put your knees together right now and straighten your right leg in front of you. Give your left knee a nice hug. Relax your right leg as well. And close your eyes here. All you do is bringing your chest and your tummy to your left thigh. Yes, trying to relax your hip flexors right now, which are just here. And taking a couple of breaths. Here we are going to stay for a minute, not long, from 4 to 6 breaths maybe for you. And one more breath. Inhale and exhale. Now take your left foot to the inner thigh of your right leg. Again, maybe that knee is quite high, so putting a pillow underneath could be helpful. Add a weight with your hand, that's it. And take an inhale here. As an option, if your lower back is quite flexible, you can push your body forward and stay there. But no point of really overdoing it. That's really the yoga of making sure it's a gentle, learning the kindness right now. So if you want to push that body forward, you push it forward, relaxing your neck, relaxing your shoulders. Again, taking 5 breaths. Trying to soften your body, feeling lightness, and at the same time working with your super ego saying, no, I really don't need to overdo it. I really don't need to feel it. I want to relax it. That's a difference. Taking one more breath here. Inhale and exhale. Come back all the way up with your torso. If it's not up, take again the right foot together, and we are back into the butterfly pose. What I want you to notice right now, that maybe one side that we worked on feels a little bit lower than the other. So notice if that left side feels a little bit lighter, softer, and if not, that's okay. But just bringing that awareness to your body, what has just happened. Take one more breath. And exhale. Slowly straighten your left leg and bringing your right knee to your chest. Give it a nice hug. And closing your eyes for another 5-6 breaths, bringing the tummy, the chest, that connection to your thigh. At the same time, notice if your breath goes all the way to your belly button and your pelvic area. When you open your eyes, take your right foot to the inner thigh of your left leg. Add a weight. Again, if you need to put a pillow because that leg is quite high, please do so. If you feel like you can lay a little bit forward and that's not intense for you, you're very welcome. So choose what feels right. Try to relax your neck and your shoulders. Taking the breaths, noticing that when you take an inhale, you a little bit rise because your tummy is filled up with the air like a balloon. And when you take an exhale, your body is falling down a little bit as your tummy is falling to its place. And taking one more breath, inhale. And exhale, slowly lift yourself up. Bring both legs towards each other. So bend the knee, Take a little bit wider stand. So that will be your modified squat, modified malasana. Some of you who are having at home block, I would say sit on the block. But if not, we are sitting onto the blanket. Taking the hands a little bit forward, pushing the knees to the side, and just relaxing here as well. If you can, and this feels comfortable to have your hands in the praying position, for me personally, I feel like this is better than having the hands forward. But listen to your body. This is your practice right now. And sometimes, especially when we are online, you need to take charge, of what feels right for you. I can only guide you, but you are the one who knows best. Taking one more breath, inhale. And exhale, lift your torso, and let's slowly come to your all four. And this time I really would like you to have your blanket underneath your knees, so it's a little bit softness underneath your knees. Bring the knees to the blanket. And then slowly take your right hand behind your right knee. Yeah, I'm here. And step your right knee forward. Yes, so we do the dragon. Take your hands forward, push the hips forward, and we stay here. So this might, it's a little bit more yang than yin, but it's actually, you know, we are trying to make it more yin, so try not to make it intense. If again your wrists are feeling something, I would go on my fist here. That's quite comfortable. Some of us are a little bit more flexible. You can go onto your forearms. But again, it all depends when you feel still softness and not pushing anything. Please. Because it's going to be a little bit more breaths. Relax those shoulders and that neck. Don't work with your shoulder now. Work more with your hip, pushing the body weight onto your hip. Slowly take your inhalation and softly take your exhalation. Again, notice where is your mind wandering. Bring it back to your body. Bring it back to your breath. No to-do list, no checklist, no chatting with yourself. Just come back to a present moment. Take one more breath. Inhale. And exhale, push your right leg back this time. You might felt it. Tuck your toes, and again we go for the yin pose. Yang pose, I wanted to say. Press your heels back and your hands are coming forward. Notice that I'm tucking my toes and a little bit stretching, not only my lower back here, but also my foot, my both feet. So pressing it back. Some of you will be able to sit, that shows like that, you know, but for the long time, it's kind of painful. So unless you have very flexible feet, I don't. So pressing the hips back, taking for another 5 breaths. This is a nice counter pose for the dragon pose because our flexors right now are more relaxed. They are not in the stretching position. The lower back is also a little bit finding that flexibility. Take an inhale and exhale, relax your arm a little bit. As you notice, I call it a horse, like you go just relaxing your feet. And then grab with your left hand behind your left knee and step your left foot forward. The same thing, moving your foot a little bit forward if you feel like that's comfortable for you, pressing the hips down. Take an inhale and exhale slowly. Make adjustment to the pose so it feels good. If you need to go onto your fist, do that. Yeah. But most importantly, I really would like you to relax your shoulders, to relax your neck. Go with your breath and really find that softness. And if you feel like you cannot find the softness, have that intention as well. And it will come, your body will follow. Let's take 3 more breaths here, softly. And slowly pushing your hips back, taking your hands back, stepping your left knee back. This time we just go for the child pose. So press your hips back, spread your knees to the side so you can fit your tummy, and take your head down. Again, just 5 breaths before we move to another pose. And then slowly we are going to lift onto the all four. Take the blanket onto your left side. We are going to lay down. And if you've been on the slow flow, we've done something with the mobility. And here we are going to do similar thing, but just to relax. It's called half frog. Your left knee, I'm going to use my blanket for tapping onto my left knee. So I'm taking my left knee, which is kind of in line with my hip. It's called half frog. So maybe taking your heel a little bit to the outside of your knee, not in line with your knee. Yes. The body down, the forehead is coming down. And relax into your half frog pose. And here we will stay for the full 3 minutes. You don't need to press anything. You just need to breathe. And it's a nice time right now to check also that when you take your inhale, can you feel like you are pushing with your belly onto the floor? And when you exhale, if you're getting kind of lighter on the floor. So inhale, really create a balloon in your tummy. And exhale, take it, release. How is your breath right now? Do you feel like your breath maybe became a little bit longer, softer? Take one more breath, inhale. And exhale. And then slowly take your left knee back. Bring the blanket to the other side. But before we go to the other side, I would like you to take your head down and just relax. Take one more breath, inhale, noticing if your left side maybe feels a little bit lighter, Maybe it's falling onto your mat a little bit more. And then take your right leg, bend it and put it onto the blanket. Take an inhale, relax your head, and that's again your 3 minutes to relax your hip, relax your body, your mind. Do you remember that your inhale creates this balloon in your tummy is rising, pushing against the floor. Take an inhale and exhale. Notice if you feel any difference between your right and left side as well. And with the next exhale, bring your right knee and your right leg back. Again, give yourself a couple of breaths just to notice now how the right and left side feels. Take an inhale and exhale. Take your palms onto the floor and press yourself to the child pose one more time to decompress your spine. Pushing your hips to your heels, pushing your chest down, relaxing your head, relaxing your hands and your arms. Take 2 more breaths. Really try to get a little bit deeper with your inhale right now. A little bit longer, and then exhale. Last time. Inhale and exhale. And come onto your all four, and slowly we are going to transition to laying on your back. So crossing the legs behind you, coming onto your hips. Make sure you have a belt right now because we are going to use it. Those of you who has the belt, create a loop. Those who doesn't have a proper belt, you still will be able to do it. Yeah. So if you have a belt, like a yoga belt, you will create a loop. We are going to stretch I should not say stretch, we are going to relax the hamstring. So I want you to lay down, bend both legs, bring the right leg up. So if you have a normal belt, this is where you are going to be. Try not to push too much unless this is feel comfortable, but not stretching, okay? Now, if you have a loop, you can put it behind your head at the same time relaxing your neck. If you have a neck issues, you can pull it, and push it into your, underneath your chest. Yeah. Depending on your flexibility here as well. So, I prefer on my head, feel much more relaxing for me. Take an inhale and exhale, staying here. If some of you doesn't have a belt, the option would be also to just go onto the wall and put your one leg up on the wall. And again, fight that feeling that you really want to go for stretching your hamstring. Fight it, because I want you to relax the back of your leg. I want you to even take your hands and bring a nice warmth from your hands, and also the kindness to your hamstring. Just so you are not stretching, you are trying to bring intention of relaxing those muscles right now. Let's take 5 more breaths here. Fully inhale right now. Feel like the air is getting to your tummy and then it's going back, filling up your lungs. And that's all on the inhale. And maybe on the exhale, you need to exhale through the mouth, saying the sound of ah, ah. Or maybe not. Maybe just exhale through the nose. And if you're ready, bend your right knee a little bit, bring the left leg to your belt and release the right foot onto the floor. So again, you might be here. Yes, you might hold it here. Feel good. Or bring it behind your head. And if you are holding your belt in your hands, relax those wrists. Try not to put any pressure on your shoulders. Bring the relaxation to your shoulders. Bring the relaxation to your hamstring. Work with your breath, bringing attention to your body and to your breath. No intention to bring any thoughts. They will be happening and you will see them. Trying not to engage, trying to just see your thoughts for what they are, not continuing any conversations with yourself or your plans. See them, let them go, pause. You will come back to them after finishing this class. Taking a breath and then slowly releasing your both hands from the belt, from the maybe head, putting your feet down, putting the whole legs down, and just for a couple of breaths noticing how your legs feels now. How the back of your legs feels. Do they feel relaxed, or do they feel stressed out and tense? So you know next time that maybe you need to do less. This is really the practice of relaxation and doing less. When you're ready, bend your knees. And now use the blanket this time, and I want you to roll that blanket again so it lifted a little bit higher. If you have a block at home, use the block underneath your hips. We are going to use the blanket for those who doesn't have a block. So your hips are slightly elevated. This is a supported bridge pose where the hips are elevated. You can take your shoulders behind your head if that feels comfortable, and relax right now your hips and your hamstrings. So the belt, not the belt, the blanket or the block is underneath your sacrum, somewhere around your tailbone. Now, if that's comfortable for you to bring your knees to your chest and just stay here, do that. If not, the feet on the ground and continue what we've been doing. Again, no effort. Everything feels effortless, easy. One more breath, inhale. And on the exhale, put your feet down. We are going to come for Shavasana, and I'm going to show you the options for relaxation. So that blanket can go onto your upper thighs, so it's lifting your legs, allowing them to relax a little bit more. Or if you have a wall, you could take your legs up on the wall, and that's also, you know, bringing the circulation of your blood with the gravity is very relaxing. So choose something that you can stay for another 6 to 7 minutes. Maybe you need a socks, maybe you need a sweater on you so you are feeling warmer. Use that time to prepare yourself for a little bit longer hold and relaxation. And wherever you are right now, start bringing the energy of settling down in your body and noticing how it feels now. Scanning your body for any tension you might feel. Maybe something was acting out through the day, your neck, your shoulders, your hips, any part of your spine. Bring it back. Not the tension, but your awareness where the tension was. So you can bring a relaxation to that place. You can bring the intention to relax. And if it's comfortable for you to place one hand or both hands onto your tummy, just to see how you breathe with your tummy, do that right now. Taking your inhale, noticing that your tummy is lifted. Bring a deep and slow inhale. And then notice when you take an exhale, your tummy is falling down without you pushing anything. You're just pushing the air away. So taking an inhale and exhale slowly in your own tempo. And if you feel like you would like to exhale or inhale through the mouth, allow your body to give you that message and that tip, and listen to your body. Invite your shoulders to relax. Invite your shoulders to feel very soft and light. Invite your legs and your hips to feel light, soft, relaxed, weightless. Your breath is becoming softer, maybe even longer. slowly, wherever you are, start moving your fingers, your toes. And then stretching your arms behind your head, pointing your toes. And then slowly rolling yourself to one of the sides of the right or left, whatever feels good right now. Exactly how you might be sleeping in bed. Still keeping your eyes closed, your legs bent, laying on the one side of your body, taking a deep inhale, maybe the deepest of what you could do today, and then exhale. Take another 2 deep, deep, soft breaths. And then, when you're ready, come to sit in whatever position that is comfortable. Legs crossed, legs straightened, something that feels right now comfortable and ease, at ease. And when you are here with me, we are going to do the 3 breaths. I call it the letting go breaths. And inhale, you will lift your hands above the head, really stretching those arms up to the roof, holding your breath for a second. And when you exhale, exhale through the mouth and release your hands. So exhale. 2 more times like that. Inhale, lift your hands up, stretch those arms up, and then exhale. 1 more. Inhale and exhale. Hands to your heart. Tack för idag. Thank you very much. Namaste.